Welcome, mindful performers. Today's topic is taking action and pushing through the fear of moving forward. You've likely been working on defining what excellence looks like, defining what you want to create in your life, defining goals and dreams, and all of these things that we talk about on a regular basis on this channel. And you may have reached a point where certain things just aren't happening. Well, we reach a point where action is usually necessary in order to move forward. And the reason that we avoid action for certain goals or certain tasks or plans that we have in our lives is a fear of failure. A fear of making a mistake, a fear of looking bad in front of other people. And these fears stem from a number of different areas. It can be from our childhood, it can be from our environment, it can be from the beliefs of our parents, it can be from the beliefs of our religion. The good news is that we do not have to identify the source of the fears that are keeping us from taking action in order to overcome those fears. We are able to identify the tasks or goals and push through the fear so that we can move forward. There's so many times where I see people that, or I'll talk to people and they are unhappy in their situation. They know exactly what they want to do. They know exactly where they want to go, and they aren't making any progress. And the reason that they're not making any progress is because they're not taking the first step. They're not moving forward. They're not taking action. And that, again, is due to this fear of failure. So luckily for us, the tasks or the goals that we do not take action on usually become pretty prevalent in our lives. In fact, I know I've had things that I've been working on or wanting to work on where it's almost an inside joke with myself of, oh yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna start that book or whatever it is. I'm gonna start that ebook. And it takes me 1.5 to 2 years to actually get started. Now, what happens when I get started? The thing is done within like a week or 2-week period. But to actually get to the point where I was willing to take the action, it took a long time. And why is that? Again, it's that fear of making a mistake. It's that fear of looking bad in front of other people. But if you look back on your life, you'll see that most of the time where we've faced our fear and we've stepped through the fear and we've taken action towards a goal or towards a dream, it's usually turned out spectacularly. It's usually made us feel amazing, accomplished, and given us a sense of freedom that we didn't have before. When we're before that task and we aren't taking action and that fear is running the show, that's so limiting. And we feel that. We feel it in our soul. So to be able to push forward and take the action, we really open ourselves up to happiness and freedom and serenity and the ability to perform at a very high level. So how do we do this? Well, as I said, these tasks and goals usually loom large. So look at your daily life. What things do I put off doing every single day? What things on my calendar are getting scheduled out over and over and over? What do I keep rescheduling for myself or for others? What goal seems so daunting? I mean, you're passionate about it, you meditate about it, but it's like, how in the world am I going to start that? Those are the goals and the tasks that you want to look at first. This is how you push through your fear. You look at these tasks. You look at your list, your to-do list, and you look at the one that keeps on getting moved to the next list. That's what you have to do. That's what you have to sit down and decide to act on. And there's many, many ways to become inspired. But part of it is just becoming aware of the fact that this task is not being accomplished because of fear. And the knowledge that by pushing through that fear, you will experience a level of happiness, accomplishment, and serenity that is worth pushing through that fear. The reward is worth it. That freedom is worth it. So once you identify those, you can either break the daunting goals down into bite-sized chunks, things that you believe you can do. Most importantly, with the first step as something that you can do immediately or that you can spend 15 to 20 minutes working on. I gave the example of the ebook. I knew there were a lot of steps involved. I knew that there were a lot of things that I had to do. I knew it would take a lot of writing. But I finally sat down and spent 10 minutes writing through it, editing through it. The next thing that you can do is ask for help. If you've put this plan together and you're looking at this goal and it seems daunting, look at the areas that you need help. Identify people who can help you. Look on the internet, Google. How do I do this? How do I do this piece? We have so many resources. Knowledge should not be a reason that you hold yourself back. In the example of the ebook, my wife is an amazing designer and she is a great writer. And so she had actually put together this template, this framework for me. And so part of the daunting task for me was the layout and making it look good and all of these things. And there it was. There was the help. It was as if the universe was saying, Cecil, you have no more excuses. Just move forward. Just start acting. Just start spending a little bit of time on this task, on this goal. And the same holds true with any single goal or task that you might be looking at. And I know I might have said this, but the most important part is to start. Spend that 5 minutes. Do that first task. Break it down so that it's just one thing. If you need to make a list of 20 local businesses to call to get your stuff started, then make that list. And then book the time to make the calls. If you've made a commitment in your life and you've done the preparation, but you're at that point where you need to act or follow through on the commitment and you're having that fear, the fear of failure, somebody seeing you make a mistake, just go. Push through the fear and do it. You will feel so amazing. My daughter had committed to color guard. She did the preparation. She did the practices. She loved the practices. And we were 2 days beforehand and she didn't want to do it. She didn't want to go. So we talked through it. We talked through the fear. We talked through the commitment that she made and the expectations, but also how good it was going to feel when she got out there. She was with the team. I don't know if that's what they call them. She was with the color guard. She had that experience, at the football game, and she had an amazing time. She was so happy afterwards. It probably helped that, we gave her an extra hour after bedtime to play her games, but the true reward was how good she felt after she pushed through her fear. So all of this is preparation for taking that action. So make sure that you're looking at those tasks, you're looking at those goals, you're identifying the ones that are daunting, you're identifying the ones that are getting pushed out all the time. Those are the ones that you want to tackle. Ask for help if you need it, break it down into easy steps and start. Do that first task or dedicate yourself to do 10 minutes right now, maybe after this meditation, but to spend that 10 minutes actually working on that task. So that was the topic for today. I hope that it was helpful. Thank you for being here. If this topic was helpful, please click like. Please share it if you are so inclined. If you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, please do. You will be notified of weekly videos, weekly topics that are posted. Thank you, and have a great day.